Okay.
I got a little glare over here.
Probably not. Okay.
I don't want to put everybody to sleep now.
Does that help?
Yes, I think it does. I don't know about anybody else, but. So, we're ready. Right? I love doing that. Well, welcome. It's so good to have you here on this sunny but cold day, right? And glad you could be here. We have a lengthy agenda and some important discussions, so we're going to get right into our agenda. Ms. Lucas, would you call roll?
Please answer here when your name is called. Representative Beryl Amade, Leanne Broussard, Joseph Kane,
Here.
Preston Castile, David Claxton, Jared Donahoe,
Here.
Vicki Gentry,
Present here.
Greg Hondo,
Here.
Herbie Hopkins, Katrina Jackson, Marion Johnson, Denise Karamalis,
Here.
Jimmy Long Jr., Bill Luster,
Here.
Hannah Luther, Meredith McGovern,
Here.
Beth Mizell, Charles Owen, Regina Pierce,
Here.
Kyle Stevens,
Here.
Larry Tremblay, Debbie Troxclair, Art Williams.
Here.
I'd also like to recognize guests in the room, Dr. Steve Horton, Attorney Kim Sills, Dr. Jason Anderson, Mrs. Rose Lusky, Ms. Randy Washington, Ms. Angela Cuvion, Ms. Emily Shoemate, Mr. Chris J., Ms. Michelle Robinson. Madam Chair, you have a quorum, you may proceed.
Thank you. So moving to agenda item number 1, we need to elect a new interim chair. So do we have a motion?
I motion Dr. Gentry.
Second.
Okay, we have Ms. McGovern made the motion, a second by Dr. Williams. All in favor? Aye. Any opposition? Okay, agenda item number 2 is related to this. This is an election of a vice chair. Have a nomination for the floor, table.
I do.
Ms. Pierce,
Dr. Greg Hondo. A second.
second Ms. McGovern. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
For clarification, this election is in light of Ms. Hagen's retirement December 31. By the school or the board's bylaws, this would be, you would have to elect officers again at the June board meeting. This appointment really is an interim. This appointment just replaces Ms. Hagen and moves Dr. Gentry to chair from vice chair and Dr. Hondel into vice chair until the June meeting, and then the board will be required by its own bylaws to elect again for the next 4-year gubernatorial period. So make sure that is in the records, Ms. Lucas, so that we're remaining in compliance. Thank y'all.
Thank you for the clarification. So agenda item number 3 is the approval of our December 4th board minutes, and those were distributed electronically. Hopefully you had a chance to read them. Is there a motion?
I move approval.
Dr. Williams?
Second.
Second, Mr. Kane. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and moving to agenda, the next item is call for public comment. And Ms. Lucas?
Madam Chair, we had no call for public comment.
Okay, very good. So moving on to item 5, which is the introduction of the new faculty and staff, starting starting off with Dr. Anderson.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to present to you, so Dr. Timitope Fadipe. So she's anxious now because her class is going on, so I said, I'm gonna take you away from there for a few minutes and then I will send you on back. So Dr. Fadipe hails from the Algon state of southwestern Nigeria. She began her post-secondary education at the prestigious University of Lagos in 2002 and received her Bachelor's of Science in Cell Biology and Genetics in 2006. She has developed a keen interest in academics and research during her undergraduate studies, which prompted her to immediately pursue her master's degree in cell biology and genetics at her alma mater in 2008 and graduated with a distinction in 2009. Her burning passion for research spurred her on to complete her PhD in cell biology and genetics with specialization in molecular genetics from the University of Lagos in February 2015. While in Nigeria, she facilitated 3 hands-on training workshops in molecular biology technique series and 1 bioinformatics workshop, which she is still passionate about. She's mentored, supervised, trained researchers, visiting academics, graduate students, interns, and at least 30 graduates to date. She is currently an Afro-academic scholarship ambassador and an ASM Future Leaders mentor. And she believes that her teaching skills and research experience in the biological science will meet the needs of the students and fit perfectly with LSMSA goals of raising eagles who will take up relevant positions and careers in industry and academia. LSMSA board, this is Dr. Tope Fadipe. Ready to go teach?
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Love your name also.
It's beautiful.
It has a rhyme to it.
Yeah. Hey.
Dr.
I'd like to mention something. Dr. Mika Luftig, who was in the class of 1994 here at the school, is the head of molecular biology and genetics at the Duke University Medical School. So, and he's had kids at the North Carolina school, and he's had them come to summer school and various programs here. But he might be a good connection for you down the line. So welcome him.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have fun in your bio.
Okay, and
Thank you.
the new faculty does require approval, but we'll wait to the end, do them all at once. So, Dr. Horton?
I'm gonna introduce Ms. Shemay first, and then I'll go after her.
Okay.
I'm pleased to introduce Chris J., who is at the back of the room. He is our new coordinator of external affairs. Chris is an alumnus of the class of 1998 from Louisiana School, and he holds degrees in communications and in the Louisiana Folk Life and Southern Culture program that they have at Northwestern. He brings us a wealth of experience in public relations. He worked for the Department of Tourism in Shreveport for more than 10 years, worked with the Robinson Film Center as they were getting started in Shreveport, and then also brings experience working in education. He's worked with middle schoolers. He's done a stint as an adjunct professor at Centenary. And then more than that, he is just an incredible, he has a lot of experience with freelance writing, and his writing is just beautiful, and his enthusiasm for LSMSA is also exciting, and so we're thrilled to have him here to help tell our story. So we're excited to introduce Chris.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Did I miss the state that you're a 1998 graduate?
No, she said it.
Okay, I was going to say, let's make sure we cover that because that's big, to be able to welcome home a graduate of the school. And what's very special about Chris is not only does he have the background of communication, but he has a master's degree in English. So it's a great mix to bring him back to this very special place, particularly Liz area and liberal arts. I have the honor of introducing the executive director of the LSMSA Foundation, and back in December we were saddened that we were losing Allie Landry, who was moving on to another position in Baton Rouge, but we were equally glad and excited to have Michelle join us, and she's been with us now a little over 2 months, and definitely has made a very quick impact on our student body and our alumni base. I'll introduce Michelle next, but she's got some some pretty fun things to announce and has done some really remarkable things with her staff upstairs in the foundation, in addition to what's going on with the board of directors of the LSMSA Foundation. So I'm honored on behalf of the Louisiana School faculty and staff to welcome Michelle Robinson to the Louisiana School family.
Thank you so much, Dr. Horton. I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm not supposed to be on your agenda right now, but I do want to tell you that we have had such an incredible collaborative success with the senior administration here, our leadership, Dr. Horton, Dr. Ebarb, and the entire senior administrative team, the faculty and staff, the students, and the alumni, so that we celebrated Giving Day just this past week on March 14th, 3.14, for Pi Day. And our incredible total blew our goal out of the water. Our goal was $50,000. We raised all together as a community $77,255 with 319 donations. And with our donations, we really, our goal was 100. And this is what happened because we reached $50,000 by the time we had our commencement. This is Sam Ryan, student government president. Part of this clip. It's you going after
he didn't expect
Sam. No, he did not expect that at all. And he got that luxurious hair treatment too, just like Dr. Horton did. But it has been so much fun to be able to work with this whole community, and for us to be able to do something like this. I mean, and haven't even been here 3 months yet, so I feel like we're off to a really great start. And in celebration of all that, we have pie for each of you to eat. I'm not sure at what point we really want to serve that now. Let me see. We've got lots of different kinds of pie that's real delicious. There's a Meyer lemon pie that one of our foundation foundation staff members brought. But we've got not just pie from Monroe. There's a strawberry pie, a caramel banana pie, a pecan pie, and we've got pie from Lee's of LaCount. So we're trying to spread all over Louisiana because we are known for great pie around here. So you'll have your choice, and I think we'll probably just set it up over there as maybe you continue the meeting.
Yes.
Is that the way you want to do that?
Sure. When it's set up in a minute or so, we'll say grab a piece of pie and sit down and enjoy it while we move through the meeting. But thank you, Michelle, for everything you did for the first annual Pie Day. I cannot tell you how much fun that was in the auditorium as we had our convocation for the month of March. And this was one of those opportunities where we had campus-wide activities celebrating Pie Day.
And just
that's
the beginning
of the future.
Yeah, 43 student donors too.
Incredible.
So yeah, it's amazing. So please have some pie as it comes out. Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll move on with the meeting, and as soon as pie is ready, we'll give you the call to select your piece and sit down and enjoy it while we move through the meeting.
Correct me, are we required to support the new faculty? Was that just an introduction?
Just introduction. You approved the credentials of Dr. Felipe at the last board meeting, so we're good with that. We're just mainly introducing them.
Okay, so next we have some items that we need to have for discussion that require us to go into executive session. So can I have a motion by someone?
Dr. Gentry, I move that we go into executive session pursuant to the Louisiana Revised Statute 42:17A4 for purposes of discussing some board personnel matters, and then we ask Dr. Horton to stay on.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Kane. Is there a second? Where did that? Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams. Okay, thank you. So this does require a roll call vote. So Ms. Lucas.
Please indicate your approval or disapproval to enter into executive session. When your name is called, Jed Kane,
Yes, approved.
Jared Donahoe,
Approved.
Vicky Gentry,
Yes.
Greg Hondo,
Yes.
Denise Carmelis,
Yes.
William Luster,
Yes.
Meredith McGovern,
Yes.
Regina Pierce,
Yes.
Kyle Stevens,
I approve.
Art Williams.
Yes.
Madam Chair, you have the required 2/3 vote to go into executive session. I would ask that anyone who is not a voting board member or Dr. Horton, please turn off all electronic devices and leave the room. My assumption is that Attorney Sills is staying in for the session as well. So if everyone